In this video, we're going to quickly go through and learn how to create a simple drawing file to be able to submit parts for grading. Now, the first thing we have to do is we have to get all of the parts into the same design file. So if we made all of the parts as components in the same file, then we're good to go. But in the case of the 3 intro parts, we made them as separate design files. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take a new design file. Immediately, I'm going to save this as Fusion 360 Submission 1. Now I'm going to open up our data panel and the parts that we want to submit, I'm just going to drag into our workstation. It doesn't matter if they overlap, doesn't matter if they look ugly, anything like that. All we need is all 3 parts to be in the same design file. Once we have that done, we can go ahead and close our data panel. And now I'm going to right click on my first part and select Create Drawing. We can go through here. We want to create a new drawing. We'll just make it from scratch. ASME standards, our inches will be units. And we can go ahead and make it size A paper, 8.5 by 11. That's a standard sheet of computer paper. And you'll see it'll go here. We've got our drawing block down here. This includes who created it, when it was created. Over here, we've got our options for our base view. I am going to go through and change our scale, maybe from 1 to 4 to 1 to 2, just to make it a little bit bigger. And all I'm going to do is click to place our front view. I'll click OK. And now we have our front view. We need to go through and add our projected views. So you can either click up here, this box that says projected view, or you can right click and go to projected view. Click our front view. Now I'm just going to move my mouse over and click to the right. Move my mouse straight up and click in the top. And move my mouse in the corner and click to make an isometric. When I'm done with my projected views, I can go ahead and right click and select OK. The final thing we want to do to this drawing file is I am going to go ahead and double click on our isometric view. That's going to pull up our appearance options, and I'm going to check this last box, shaded. That will color in and add some shadows to our isometric view and make it look nice. Now, if when you were placing your views, they overlap, need to be moved, anything like that, all you have to do is just click on the view and that little dot will appear in the middle. You can click that and reposition the views as needed. Ours look good here, so I'm going to go ahead and save this file. Fusion 360 will automatically take the part file we created and make a drawing name out of it. I'll go to hit save. Make sure you save this in your student number. Now, we want to add our next part. If we were to go through that process again with part 2, we're going to run into a problem because it'll create it as its own separate drawing file here. We want all of these to be together in one. So what we're actually going to do is for parts 2 and 3, I'm going to right click on the part in the browser, select Create Drawing, but instead of just hitting OK, I'm going to come up here where it says Destination Drawing. I'm going to click and I'm going to pick that Fusion 360 Submission 1 drawing and click OK. Now it's making it inside of this drawing file. I can go through Place My Base View, click OK. I'm going to right click and go to Projected View, click my base, drag to the right, drag it straight up, and drag to the corner for an isometric. When I'm done, you can right click and select OK, or you can just hit enter as well. That works. Finally, I'll double click my isometric and make him shaded. If you look down here at the bottom of the screen, we now have multiple sheets in our drawing file. And that's really what we're going for, is creating one file that contains separate sheets for all of our parts. So I'm going to go back to our jumbled mess of parts here, right click on part 3, create drawing. And for destination, I'm going to do Fusion 360 Submission 1 Drawing. Click OK, and you can see it's added a third sheet down here to the bottom of our drawing file. Place my base view, right click for my projected views. I'll click and drag a view to the right, drag a view straight up, and drag a view to the corner. Right click, OK. Now, this isn't the best front view. This isn't the best isometric view. It's looking at it from the back. So if we wanted to change that, all you have to do is double click on your base view. And here where it says orientation, you can click that drop down menu and look at different views. For me, this left view is going to be our best bet. I'll close him out, double click on my isometric, and make him shaded. Now we have all 3 intro parts created in the same drawing file. It's time to go up here where it says Output PDF. I'm going to click that PDF, click OK. Make sure you navigate your way to your student number. So this PC, double click on your student number, and you will save this document. For me, it already exists because I've made this multiple times. And we now have a PDF of our document. You can go to Canvas, find Fusion 360 Submission 1, and upload the file in Canvas to submit it.